Hey everybody, this is Eric, and it's been a while, but I wanted to do a video on this last tournament from House of Sports. And unfortunately, the weekend before, I was unable to get because you guys played at Hackley, and the same offer is extended to you guys. If we're at one of these gyms where you don't have streaming, such as Hackley, if any of the parents or somebody wants to record the game, I'll be more than happy to take the footage from you and load it up onto Huddle so we don't miss anything. Aside from that, there's not a lot I can do with the Hackley gym. So we were able to miss last week, but this past week we were able to get both these games, both very competitive games, and I want to go over them from a statistical perspective. Now, again, at your age, it's not as critical as 10th and 11th to get this right, but it's a good idea to at least get in the habit of knowing what good shots are, and that's why when I go through the shot chart with you guys, it's not as much of a word I'm looking for. It's not as much of a non-negotiable as maybe it would be for 10th and 11th, but I still think it's a good idea to get you trained for what you're supposed to be doing. Like this concept of only shooting layups and open threes. It's very, very important once you become physically strong enough where it becomes a reasonable decision. Like if you guys were 10 years old, I wouldn't get into all this with you guys because you couldn't make threes even if you wanted to. So but at ninth grade, there are some of you that are strong enough that you should be making threes if you can get out that far. So you really shouldn't be taking any of these mid-rangers anyway. So that's why I kind of hammer this thing down with you guys. So let's take a look. Two competitive games. First one is the game against Rising Stars. And the other thing I would mention is, again, I've been saying this for since the season started. There's a real problem with having two number 21s on the team. I try my best to go in after the breakdown comes back and figure out whether it's Johnny or Jake, but it's too much work for me. And I've been asking for a year for you guys to wear different uniform numbers. It just makes life for me much easier, but you guys just haven't done it. So until that happens, there's going to be complete statistical issues with anybody with both Jake and Johnny, because it's literally almost random which one of these guys are showing up in these videos. Anyway, so Crown versus Rising Stars. Now, again, what we're looking for is an effective field goal percentage at your age of over 45%, and this is excellent. I mean, 53% effective field goal percentage is extremely good. Turnover rate under 20 is what we look for. Excellent job to keep it under here. Now, we'd love to get your offensive rebounding percentage closer to 25. And you could see that it's only 14%. And that's why, you didn't win this game by more, honestly, because you just got beat on the glass too much. But as far as the other offensive categories, you guys are doing really, really well. Let's take a look at the shot chart from Rising Stars. And this is really, really good. Like there's 50 shots and you only have 3, 4, 5 of what I call these bad twos. Okay. 1 here and 3, 4 here. And that's a good ratio. Having less than 10% bad twos is really, really good. I'd love to have you give a perfectly clean shot chart, but that's, something for down the road, I guess. But overall, this is a very, very strong shot chart. Good decision making. Let's take a look at some individuals here by athlete, by total. So let's see. Good job, Jake. I guess Jake, who knows? Somebody that's number 21 was 3 or 6. Another somebody who was number 21 is 2 or 5. So between you two, you were 5 for 11. So whoever was taking these, between the two of you did great. Nick was cold in this game, 0 for 4. Aiden, 2 for 4. Excellent. Karam didn't really take much. Any big turnover person here? Not Aiden with 3 turnovers, not great. Jordan 3, not great. Jake 3, not great. But 3 is not the end of the world. Okay, so overall, I have to say, pretty good performance here overall. Very, very nice. All right, let's go back to the next game, which is against the CJ Cougars, I guess it was called. And you guys, I think, won this by one, just kind of like held on at the end a little bit. But let's take a look at um, the overall stats. Wow, look at this. Is this accurate? Are you 53.6% in this game too? This is pretty crazy. So wait a minute, 53.6 and 17.3 against CJ Cougars. And you're telling me against Rising Stars? Almost exactly the same. That is amazing. And not surprisingly, you guys won. And this game, you picked up the offensive rebound percentage. I mean, I have to say, I mean, this is really, really good. And this is the type of performance you're going to need to beat these good teams. So excellent. Let's take a look at the shot chart. And but the shot chart here isn't great. 1, 3, 4. Actually, it's still okay. So 5 bad twos, which is less than 10%. Now, I don't care if they went in or not. It really doesn't. Even though you didn't miss any, that doesn't matter. You really shouldn't be taking these in the long run. But overall, again, you kept it under 10%, not bad. So 6 for 15 attacking the rim from the left side. What you could do is you could click through there and see what these all look like. And coaches, you could, tell them things they might be doing wrong, or whether, might be a bad shot. Or again, from a training perspective, if you're not doing so well from the left side, maybe you should do more. Good pass. Not too many. You should get more reps in from the left side when you do your, go to Crown, do your training work. Okay, let's look at the stats, the individuals from this game by athlete totals, and all right, the combination of Johnny and Jake were 4 for 11 from 3, perfectly within the range of outcomes, and Nick 4 for 9. This is really, really strong. I mean, I have to say, like, all the way throughout. Johnny I don't know, between Johnny and Jake, 25 points between them. Who knows? But overall, I mean, you guys should be really, really proud of this weekend. Those are two tough teams, and you guys played great, at least statistically. I mean, I don't know how much you got yelled at on the court for doing other stuff, but strictly from an offensive perspective, this is amazing. You just keep this up, and you could do some damage in some of these bigger tournaments, I have to say. You want to take a look at the season? Yeah, may as well. We'll take a look at the seasons. Totals for the season, all season. What do we got? 16 games? All right, that's sort of a sample size. Let's see how you guys are doing for the season. Just from an individual perspective. Well, first of all, from a team. We want totals. We'll go overall. As a team, I mean, 47% effective field goal percentage for the season. It's pretty good. You guys are a pretty good team. Offensive rebound percentage, getting near 30. The turnover rate. Remember, we have those few really, really bad games where they turn the ball over a lot. We can continue to taper this down. You guys can be in business here. As far as individuals, let's see. Let's see if anybody is going to be shooting. I'll give you some numbers. 33% from 3 or 50% from 2. Those are tough. Those are tough ones to get. Let's see. First of all, from 3, yeah, look at this. See, again, I can't tell Johnny from Jake, but Nick, 35%, very, very respectable. Aiden, 34%, very respectable. Noah, right on the fringe. So between the two of you, John and Jake, you guys are just fine. Finn doesn't take too many. Jordan obviously doesn't take too many. Karan doesn't take too many. As far as who's shooting over 50% from 2, we have a bunch. Like Luca, Nick again. Nick, this is very, very strong. I have to say that it's very rare for someone to be able to shoot 50% from 2 and 33% from 3. You usually get one every season from somebody. If you could keep this up for the rest of the season, that would be quite a. And again, I've tracked this for all my teams for years now. And this is a very reasonably commendable goal. Like if you could get over 50% from 2 and 33% from 3, it doesn't happen too often. And who knows if Johnny's here. We don't know if it's Johnny or Jake or whatever. But overall, you guys are doing just great. I mean, listen, there are going to be obviously teams that are way big and athletic that you won't be able to beat. But aside from those teams, I mean, you guys are super competitive. It seems as though you are taking the right shots and you have the right people taking them. And looking forward to a good summer for you guys. Good luck, everybody.